How's it going, everybody? We're gonna be doing some outside activities right now. As always, we're on Main and Broadway, just picking up a sweatshirt that we needed. Got the sweatshirt coming in right now.
It's cold out there.
And we're headed over to pick up some auto hats, super far away. Well, we're gonna get some flowers first, and then we're ordering some stuff from SS Activewear when we get home, and maybe work on some applique sweatshirt. So thank you for tuning in. Like and sub for all your embroidery content. Let's go. This is a little shop here in the flower district. You go in there, and it's a corridor, bunch of stands selling flowers. Goes way further over there too. Definitely lucky to be around the LA area. You guys know, just down the street I get my sweatshirts, my hats. A couple streets from here are your textiles, so your fabrics to make blankets, applique, whatever it is. And then we got our flowers right here. Then you got gold, your gold district, also not far from here. And then right now we're about to get out of here and then go pick up those auto hats. Those are way out there. It's gonna take about an hour to get there, so see you in a bit. We got our little dozen hats right here, nothing major. These are the flowers we picked up. 10 bucks for the tulips, 10 bucks, 10 bucks. They just haven't opened up yet. Either that or she bought their flowers. But yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get over there. All right, let's get back home and see what work there is to do. Okay, making a little pit stop at home to show you guys this jacket here. I gotta do a little applique design. It's a real simple circle. Probably can't see it right there, but the reference that they showed us, the reference picture, it's pretty much like an applique. So we're looking for some kind of fabric that's thick enough, it'll hold well, and it'll look solid white, not see-through, to use as an applique. We used to have this actual twill that I'm pretty sure I've used before on a video, but one, we ran out, and two, even when we used it, it had like those vertical lines, or yeah, kind of like diagonal lines, that when that satin will get to like that vertical line right there, it'll kind of fray on all of these certain edges of the design, and it'll look like there was a hole between the border and the twill. So yeah, we're gonna head to Walmart, see if we can find something. All right, so now we're in Walmart, still looking for something that we could applique. They have some of this stuff here, super cottony and pretty see-through, but I found this one here, more like a canvas, definitely thicker. Or this one, 4 bucks for 2 yards. Check it out, I never seen these at Walmart. They got that fake leather, a bunch of it too. This one's nice. Reds, little crocodile fake leather. Good to know. Alrighty, yeah, we ended up getting the 2 yards for $4, just because the other one was $8, and one, I don't know if it's gonna be good, and two, I just don't need that much. So, and this thing is nice and sturdy. It's like a canvas, and it's a whole lot. This is huge. So yeah, definitely thick. It should hold. We'll see if there's any fraying, like I was saying. But yeah, it doesn't say like if it's cotton or polyester. It just says assorted here. Others said 100% cotton or whatever. So should be interesting to try it out. You guys are here for some embroidery, so might as well knock this out real quick. I have my garage door open, so if you hear a lot of background noise, that's what it is. The neighborhood making noise. All right, for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 fingers right down here. I always put my line straight down the middle, kind of like where this corner here is. It's not that big, so it should fit nicely right here. All right, we'll do a cutaway stabilizer, 2.5-ish ounces. Put that right in there. Of course, the mighty hoop. Use my link in the bio to get free shipping when getting your own. Okay, we could close this up. And there it is. Pretty simple when you have a zipper running along, because it's easy to see if your hoop is straight, especially if it's a small jacket. That looks good. Pretty simple what we're doing here, so I'm not gonna do a screen recording, but just to show you guys the applique process is this. Running stitch, you stop it so you know where to put your fabric or whatever it is you're using as your applique, or maybe just put it here now. So right here, so this black one's gonna be like a tack down stitch already holding in the fabric. And then the second one, that's when we're gonna cut around it, and then it's gonna continue to just embroider everything else on top, just like that. And finally the border at the end. We're gonna do everything the legit way, even though I'm not the best at this or know how it's done well, but we're gonna be using our heavy heat and bond. Put that onto our little square that I cut out, so that when it's all done, all embroidered, I'll give the whole jacket a press, and I guess that'll just help with the fabric not bubbling up or lifting up, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Seems like the thing to do. This is the heat and bond. It has a rough side and a smooth side. The rough side, I'm gonna put it face down on my square. Press that down. Need more pressure on that for sure. I don't know the temperature I'm supposed to do this, and I don't know how long I'm supposed to hold it for. Not even close. We need way more heat. Okay, I think it's stuck. All right, we're good. So 200 degrees, I did about 30 seconds on there. So here it is. We should be able to peel our little square, and all the glue is now stuck on our piece of fabric here, this trash. Here we are, centered up. We got our little random fabric here. Let's go ahead and place that right away, just because I already know it's just a circle, so. It has this stop here, so then I could take it out and cut all that extra stuff. All right, that wasn't too hard. Just a little circle. Cut as close as possible to my running stitch. In some areas, I even cut into it. And now it's time for the rest of it. Well, I had this one because I skipped the first step of first letting you know where to put your fabric. I put it since the beginning. That's why now I had that extra one. Didn't really need it. The coverage was perfect, nothing sticking out. But check this out. See that little corner here and a bit down here? That's that fraying that I was talking about. Now this one's almost nothing. It's just a little bit here, a little bit here. But the other twill was pretty much all of this and all of this. There it is though. Quick little clean applique job. Came out nice. If you guys do have any tips on how to avoid that little issue, let me know in the comments. Much appreciated. All right, I finished that. I moved on to this. You see me do other variations, so it's the same thing. This time we did a little different. Shoulders, both shoulders, and then this here. Usually I have the B on this side and the star over here, so we're trying this out. That's done. I just have to do the same on this windbreaker right here. Here's the brand, Augusta. Here it is, no biggie, no problem. Done with these two things right here, came out great. Oh yeah. Okay, and the last thing I think I'm gonna do today, little stocking, getting festive. We just put up our tree, so might as well do the stocking. I'm gonna be putting my son's name right here, but I'm gonna be doing it with a knockdown stitch. Usually I do this with the water soluble stabilizer, like beanies, fuzzy stuff like this, and I've never actually done embroidery with the knockdown stitch, so we are gonna go into Hatch to figure it out. I already kind of messed with it, so I have an idea, but we'll do that, and then I think that'll be about it. And also something that might end up being more than what it is right now is this little run that we did of 24 hats. It was kind of like a trial run. This could lead to something huge, but we don't know yet. A lot of moving parts. We're gonna see hopefully in the next few days what comes of it, and you guys will be the first to know. But right now, let's knock down this knockdown stitch and get this stocking embroidered. Here's the name, and what we're looking to get is an outline with a very light density, very light coverage, but just enough so where it stitches over the fuzziness of the stocking and it holds down all that fabric. So then I just put the name over it without having to use the water soluble stabilizer. I saw one video and this is what they did. You come here to create outlines. We're gonna put offset outlines right here in single run. Doesn't really matter. These are the settings that is just on there, so that's what I'm using. And I'll be using the smallest one. So this one here, we don't need these. So we're gonna make sure that's selected, turn it into a fill. We're into Tommy, and then right here, we're gonna crank that density well, it's a higher number, but we're lowering the density. Remove all of the underlay. Let's do a little bit more. So 70 in inches. We have this here. Let's copy and paste it. I don't know if this is the way that everybody does it, but I saw this real quick and it made sense. And now I'm doing it like that. I'm just changing the direction. So one of them is stitching this way. The other one's gonna stitch this way, making little X's like this, little squares. And then we're just gonna have the name sitting on top, just like that. I think they're both probably too dense. So let me bring it down a little bit on both, just like that. That looks better. And then the max that I could do, since I'm using my tubular hoop, is 4.5 in width. And that should be good right here. For this one, I'm gonna mark the middle of my stocking, so make sure my start and stop is right in the middle of the design as well. And all there is left to do is export it, and then we'll hoop this thing. Here we are. The stocking has like 4 little rows here, so we know the midpoint is right in there. And then I'm just gonna eyeball it here. That looks about half left to right. And just so you remember, design has to be up like a beanie. You need this to be inside out. And we do have to use this one. My 5x5 mighty hoop was too big, so when I had it hooped, this thing was too tight, wouldn't fit in the arm of the machine. All right, got my stabilizer right here. Could be a little bit tricky from on this. Oh, kind of tough to see if it's straight. It does not look straight at all, but going off this line here in the middle, it looks okay, but this bottom looks really crooked. I think we'll be fine. Let's get this thing in here now. My arms are way off. I think if they've shifted. Bring this back over here. It's probably not gonna be centered now because my center point is way off to the right. And if I do this trace, it's definitely gonna go over the hoop. So, not too bad, I guess. Yeah, we're good right there. Who's to say what middle is nowadays? You know, it's subjective. Let's hit it. Shut it. Nice. I know this technique is as old as water, but I'm telling you, I've never tried it myself. That is nice. Here it is. We lined it up perfectly, right in the middle. Put this higher. Bam. Simple, but beautiful. That's pretty much all I got for today. We set up the tree a little bit earlier. That just drained the energy out of me. So I'm pretty tired. I definitely haven't been on my YouTube A game. But honestly, we've been kind of slow. So there hasn't been that many new things to show you guys. But hopefully things change real soon. On top of that, it's the holiday season. Weekends are booked. Bunch of family stuff going on. So I'm still going to try my best. Do some fun stuff for you guys. But appreciate you as always for watching. Hit the like and sub if you haven't already. But yeah. I'll keep you guys updated on this project that I mentioned. We're crossing our fingers big time. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Deuces.